What's up guys, it's me Tasha, happy Sunday. Obviously this is not a Saturday morning DIY because it is Sunday, and today we're just going to customize a pair of loafers by studding them and spiking them. And I was inspired by two different pairs of shoes from two different designers or companies. The first one being Jeffrey Campbell. Jeffrey Campbell has a shoe called the Skulltini that I saw back in August or September or something like that when Bunny, who is a Graveyard Girl here on YouTube, posted her shoe unboxing video. Hey girl, I love ya. So when I saw her shoe unboxing on video, I was like, those are kind of cool. It's just a leather loafer with all over studs that are in a skull shape. And I wanted them, but I was like, they're kind of pricey for what they are because it's just a skull stud, and I thought I can do that myself. But I also really love the Hellraisers from Unif, and if you've never seen the Hellraisers, they are basically just this shoe right here. These are my bubblegum Hellraisers that I've had since Black Friday, the Black Friday sale on Solestruck, and I haven't worn them yet. Sue me. And I thought to myself, what if the Unif Hellraisers and the Jeffrey Campbell Skulltinis had a baby? So basically what I'm going to do today is just a mashup of the Unif Hellraisers and the Jeffrey Campbell Skulltinis. So let's get started.
The spikes that I'm using are from studsandspikes.com, and they are the size 13 silver cone spikes. The studs that I'm using are also from studsandspikes.com. You can find these on the specialty portion of their website, and as you can see, they're just plain silver shaped like a skull. You may also want to use a multi-hole punch. This is great for punching through leather and other stiff fabrics. I got this from studsandspikes.com, but I would suggest getting this through Michael's Craft Store because it was a lot cheaper through them. You also want to use an awl, which is spelled A-W-L, because this will punch holes anywhere that the hole punch cannot fit. The loafers that I'm using are from Dolce Vita. They are 100% genuine leather, and I would suggest using a leather loafer if you can. If not, that's okay, use a plain one, but a leather one is just going to be a lot sturdier, better quality, and it's going to last you a longer time. I got these on sale at Solestruck for like 30 bucks back in September, so it was a good deal, and that's why I decided to go with leather. For the back, I'm using the awl because the backing is really stiff and sturdy and you can't get the hole punch through that. So just apply a lot of pressure with your awl and stick a hole through it. I also like to flip it around and stick the hole through the other side, and I also like to wiggle it around a little bit to make sure that the hole is nice and big to fit the screw in. That's what she said. And so that's what I do with that. And then I just take the screw and I stick it in. And sometimes it can't get in as well as you would like it to, so just go ahead and use your awl again. And hello, Root Beer, my Shih Tzu. He's being very nosy right now. Goodbye, Root Beer. So just do this until you can get your screw through the hole so that you can put the cone stud on it. Once you're done with that, take your cone or spike and twist it onto the screw. You don't need a screwdriver for this because the screw is already in the shoe. All you do is twist the spike onto the screw and you are done. Simple as that. There's really no method to my madness on how I placed my spikes. It was kind of random, but if you want to be more meticulous with it, then go ahead and mark it out with a color pencil or some tailor's chalk and a ruler or tape measure. So the design I did was I started on the back and then I went along the outside portion of the shoe until I got to about the end of the heel. I didn't put any spikes on the inside of the shoe because once I have both of them on, I didn't want them to be poking each other when I stand and when I walk. So for the stud portion, I just place my stud where I want it, apply some pressure so that it makes an indent in the loafer. That way I can take my multi-hole punch and I'll know exactly where I need to punch the hole on my loafer. So go ahead and just apply a good amount of pressure to this because you want to make sure that it gets through each layer of the loafer. Once the holes are in, it's going to be very easy. Just stick your stud through the holes and then make sure you press the prongs down. I'm using a pair of scissors to do this because I honestly didn't have anything else, but use whatever you have and make sure they're flat so that you don't feel them inside of the shoe. Once you're done, it'll look like this, and you're just going to want to continue until you are satisfied with your design. I decided to go for a triangle type design, so I'm going to continue doing that to my shoe. And bam! Here is the finished product of my studded and spiked customized loafers. I really like them a lot, and no one else around you is going to have exactly the same shoe as you, so that's always cool when it comes to having your own personal style. And can you guys see Root Beer running in the background? And here's my nosy Holland Lop eggnog. I swear my backyard's like a Disney movie or something.
A question that some of you guys out there might have is if the screws on the spikes rub against the back of your heel and if they hurt. I can feel them, but they don't really bother me so far. But if they do, you can always take a piece of fabric and adhere it to the inside of the shoe so that you're not rubbing up against just the screws. This project is also going to make your loafer a lot heavier, but it's really not a big deal. It's not like it's going to be slipping off your foot or anything like that. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video for my Jeffrey Campbell Skulltini meets Unif Hellraiser customized loafer. If you did, go ahead and make sure you give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already so you can be notified of any new videos that I post. And leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you're going to try something like this. Let me know any variation that you're thinking of doing kind of along these lines. Or even just to say hi because you know I love you guys so much. Have a great rest of your day. I hope you're on spring break. If you are, then have a great spring break because I'm on spring break right now and hopefully I will have a lot of fun. So I will see you guys at my next video and I love you guys oh so much. I love ya. Bye. A lot heavier, but it's really...